What's up, bodybuilding fans? This is my 2021 Mr. Olympia Open Bodybuilding Top 10 predictions. It's going to be short and sweet, so let's get right into it. In 10th place, I have James Hollingsworth, who qualified by winning the British Grand Prix last November. I think he'll be good enough to take top 10. In 9th place, I have Justin Rodriguez. Justin is coming off of an impressive 4th place finish at the Arnold Classic, and he also won the Indy Pro this year. In 8th place, I have Rowley Winkler. Rowley is coming off of a disappointing placing at the Chicago Pro. He also took 2nd behind Nathan D'Asher at the Europa Pro, where he qualified for the Olympia. I think his age is catching up to him, and I don't think we'll ever see him repeat the conditioning and size that he had at the 2018 Mr. Olympia. In 7th place, I have Hunter Labrada. Hunter qualified by winning the Chicago Pro. Hunter took 8th place last year. I have him at 7th this year. Pretty much just by default because we don't have Phil in the contest, and I don't think Akeem will be placing in the top 10. Okay, moving on to top 6. In 6th place, I have Iain Valliere. Iain has been very impressive this year. He won Tampa, he won Texas. He took 2nd at the Arnold behind Nick Walker. Seems to improve with every showing. He beat Hunter last year. I think he'll beat him again, whether or not he deserves to or not. But just by going how the judges have been placing him, I think he'll be taking 6th place. In 5th place, I have William Bonak. William is very consistent. Too bad we didn't see him at the Arnold this year. He took 5th at the Olympia last year. I think he'll take 5th again. I don't think he can put on any more muscle than he already has. And it's unfortunate that he has some gyno that probably can't be fixed before the show. But I think he'll be good enough to take 5th place. In 4th place, I have Chupan. Hadi took 4th last year. I think he'll take 4th again this year. He's always very consistent with great conditioning. Always like a top 5, top 4, top 3 type contender. I don't think he's good enough to win the show, but very good nonetheless. I think he needs to improve the size of his forearms and his calves. In 3rd place, I have Brandon Curry, the 2019 Mr. Olympia. Brandon will definitely have the best shape, the best flow, and the most pleasing physique on stage. However, I don't think he's going to come in super grainy, super dry, shredded, especially from the rear, which is pretty much required to win the show. And I think sometimes due to the darkness of his skin and the background video screen that they have on stage, it kind of detracts from his physique. I hope they have good lighting, and I hope they don't have any videos or anything like that in the background. But I think Brandon will take 3rd place. And in 2nd place, a bold prediction, or maybe not, maybe some of you might agree, but I have Nick Walker taking 2nd place in his Olympia debut. I've become a believer. Nick won the New York Pro. He won the Arnold Classic. He looked very impressive. He's hard. He's massive. He's shredded. Maybe not the most pleasing physique, but very muscular. And I think he has the muscle size and density to hang there with Big Ramy. And I believe he's probably around the same height as Brandon. So when they stand side by side, you're going to see the difference in conditioning, especially from the rear. That's why I have Nick Walker taking 2nd place in his Olympia debut. I believe the only other 2 bodybuilders who have done that on their debut was Kevin Levrone in 1992 and Flex Wheeler in 1993. And still, I have Big Ramy winning his 2nd consecutive Mr. Olympia. He's had a whole year to prepare for the show, unlike previous years where he did the Arnold or did some other shows. I think his size definitely will dwarf the other bodybuilders. It's just a matter of if he can come in the same type of conditioning that he did last year or even better, which I think he will. And you're going to see. And still, thank you for watching. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe and leave a comment. It's going to be an awesome Mr. Olympia, and we'll see you in the next video.